Today we're going to take a look at the Fortin Nameless plugin from Neural DSP. Now the Neural DSP guys have been killing it. I recently did a video on their Dark Glass Ultra plugin, which was awesome, but now they have something for guitar players, which is especially surprising from who it's coming from. Mike Fortin does not like digital amplifiers, and he's never been shy about saying so.
Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
Mike Fortin's basically the premier amp builder for metal and high gain. Both his amps and his guitar pedals have been massively popular and sound fantastic. They've been a big part of my sound. He helped design the Randall Satan, and that's been a huge part of my sound for the past several years. But moreover, his guitar pedals, the Grind, the Zool, the 33. So let's get into this plugin a little bit. The first part of the plugin is the Grind pedal, which is a digital version of a real-world pedal that I would love to try on this channel. And this essentially is a front-end boost that gives a kind of high-mid, nice cutting boost to the top end. It's basically he narrowed down that frequency range that is good for high gain distortion. From there it goes into the amp head section. The amp head section is pretty straightforward. It looks a lot like his new amp, the signature amp from Meshuggah. No, not that one. The text on that one makes a certain British amp company very sad. This one here. It's pretty straightforward. From there you go into the cab section. The cab section is pretty interesting because its cab allows you to have two different mic placements and allows you to adjust how close they are to the cone and how far away from the speaker cabinet that they are. You can also load your own cabinet impulses. Now this is a pretty straightforward, clean setup. It's definitely not the most complex. There's not a ton of effects. There's a matter of fact, other than the 33, there are no effects. There's not a lot you can do with it, but that being said, it has one of the best high gain rhythm tones I've ever heard out of a plugin. This sounds insanely realistic, and I was completely blown away. They've really outdone themselves. It really does sound and feel like a Fortin amp, and this is coming from somebody that's been playing on a Fortin design amp for several years now, so I was very pleasantly surprised. One other feature that they recently added that's very needed for high gain is they added a gate function. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like his Zool, which I would also really like to try out. It would have been kind of a nice aesthetic, I think, to have the Zool, kind of like they had the Grind pedal. But here we'll just pretend. We'll just move this just right up there, right? Like, there we go. And the gate's pretty cool now that they've updated it a bit. It has just a regular gate for the guitar coming in, but it also has a sidechain input, so you can put it after the amplifier to really tighten it up for those really genty, or just if you're using a ton of gain and need to clean everything up, tones. So I'm going to show you this plugin in a mix, and then I'm going to show you what it sounds like outside of a mix, and I'll just play around so you can hear how changing things around on it changes the tone. I'm using two different setups here. I have one that's more of a high gain tight, and then I have one that is more of a low gain. It's a lot more low end. It doesn't have the Grind pedal engaged, and that's just to kind of fill out the bottom end of the body of it a little bit. So let's check out how it sounds.